The easiest way to find profitable products to sell on Amazon is by looking at items like this, and I'm just going to jump straight into it because I know your time is valuable. The reason why we start with an item like this is because J.Crew is a brand that a lot of you new Amazon sellers will be able to sell from the get-go, and what that means is that all the other Amazon sellers on this listing are going to be sourcing these products from big major retail websites. And in this video, we're going to use one starter example item like this. I'm going to show you tons of other example products that you can start from, do this exact same method and start finding winning products today. So to get the ball rolling, you just need any starting item, and off that starting item, we're going to be able to source a ton of products. So you can start from this exact product. You can start from any of the products that we're going to be sourcing here today together. But let's go ahead and jump in. And then this is where we start to get a little bit technical, right? And the way that I like to source products, especially for a brand new seller, is by looking at the offers tab of SellerAmp. And now this shows me all of the other third-party sellers who have found success buying and selling this exact same product on Amazon. And in this example, let's just go ahead and open up this other Amazon seller here and see what other products they sell currently. And so when I open up this storefront here, I'm able to quickly see all of the products that they sell. I'm able to see how many sellers are on this product. So for example, I started with a J.Crew product, but I also see some Gap branded items. This tells me that, hey, I can probably sell Gap branded items because there's 10 third-party sellers here. There's 9 third-party sellers here, 5 third-party sellers. And these are all just people like you and I who are making money selling these big name brand products today, right? So once we have an item to go off of and a bunch of storefronts that we can start digging into. So every single one of these storefronts here is a potential lead for us to find 1, 2, 5, 100 profitable products from that person's storefront. So let's just go ahead and dive in and I'll show you my process, right? So the SellerAmp storefront view, it shows me a couple very important metrics. Number one, I can see how fast everything sells in this storefront. Obviously, I typically like to focus on things that actually sell, right? That's the whole point of selling things that people already know and already trust. So in this example, I can see that this hoodie here, this boys hoodie is selling 300 times a month. And if I can buy it for $12.66 or less, then that's going to be my ideal profit standards. And I'm going to be able to buy and flip this item on Amazon. So in order to see if that is a realistic expectation, let's go ahead and open up a Google search. I can just hit that Google button right there. That's going to search this item for me. In this example, I can see maybe it's 21 bucks. It could also be 14 right here at the outlet store, which is pretty good. 14, obviously not that 12.66 that we want to look for though. So this is probably going to be very close to profitable, but not quite profitable, right? So this is going to be something we can maybe learn from here real quick. We're probably not going to be able to pull the trigger. So if we buy this for 14 bucks on Amazon right now, this price is currently right around 28 bucks. You can see the entire history of the item here on SellerAmp as well. So as I'm zooming back into the past, I can see that, hey, for a while, this was a $30 item, right around 28 bucks, that kind of thing. If it's 30 bucks, do we make some money? So it's not quite as high of an ROI that I like to look for. Typically, I'm sourcing products with a 30% ROI or higher. And so let's go ahead and jump back into the storefront here and see if there are some better ideas maybe. So this is interesting, right? So this is that product we started from. We don't need to look into that too much. This is actually a men's hoodie. Let's check this one out too. But the reason why this piqued my interest is because we just saw a boys hoodie for $14. So I definitely want to Google that and see if that could be profitable. Let's check out this men's hoodie here first though. So if we can buy this for $18 or less, then we're going to make some money there. And let's see. So what is this? Is this a zip up hoodie? Yeah, it should be zip up. So Gap Factory right there. Also, any of these items that are close to profitable, I'm going to show you guys some secret ways that we can actually create the profit margin on this. That's a major key that I didn't really understand when I first started selling on Amazon, is that I need to make items profitable. I don't typically just find them profitable at a random website on a random sale, that kind of thing. Kind of show you what that means. But that's super, super important. What I'm showing you guys today is the exact favorite sourcing method that I like to use. I've personally sold over $5 million on Amazon as well. So let's dive in here. This is $18.85. The most expensive hoodie on this listing is $50 right now. And we can buy some of these for 30 bucks. So we could be potentially close to making some profit there. I'm going to keep scrolling on here and see what else we can find. So I see these boys hoodies again. Let me see if we can find a camouflage version. Oh, so let's punch in camo right there. Let's get a little bit more specific with it. Also some pants there. Those could be worth checking out. Let's see. Logo hoodie. How much is this? Oh, nice. Okay. So this is 12 bucks. Make sure that's the same thing. Yeah, no, there's no zip or anything like that. Perfect. So this is the same thing. So we've got our first profitable item here, right? So this whole listing sells 250 times a month. This is the camouflage medium. So if we pay 12 bucks for this, we're going to be making almost $10 profit. We're going to make a 78% ROI. And when it comes to looking at items like this, if you're ever wondering like how much you should buy, a good thing to look at is to see how many sellers have come in this listing and sold out on that listing, right? So for example, I can see it's been a couple sellers on this listing recently. I can see that it went up to 3 sellers, then it went down, then it went back up a little bit, then it went up, and then it went down again. So I can see sellers hopping on, sellers selling out. That's what I want to see to make sure that this item actually sells. And then I can also see down here on the monthly sold chart on SellerAmp, I can see, let's see, back here in November, this item was selling 100 times a month. So it's not just going to go from selling 100 times a month to selling 0 times a month. So it's somewhere between 0 to 100 sales a month right now, basically is what that means. Because this estimated sales here is between all of the variations, all the sizes, all that good stuff. And I also want to see if any of these other camouflages could be profitable as well. That's a really good thing about looking at clothes when to selling on Amazon is when you found one item, you typically find a lot more than one as well. So let's see, right now this item is $24.40, probably not going to be too much money made. Yeah, so 65 cents right there. We can check some of the other kind of weirder sizes as well. Let's see, so no featured offers and the the cheapest listing. So no featured offers here. That means typically just means Amazon thinks the price is too high. You can still make plenty of sales on those. And yeah, right now the price is 38 bucks, so 12 right there. So that medium where I saw lots of people coming in and selling out, I'd probably buy 10 of those. Actually, this one's interesting too. You see how there was 5 sellers and they've been rapidly selling out over the last week or two here. So this I'd probably buy another 10 to 20 of. So far based on just those 2 items, we've made about 150 bucks to 220 bucks if all of our profit kind of stays how it is right now. So that's perfect, right? That's a good kind of starter example for us to see how this works. Now, if you're trying to go back and try to find more products on your own, go to look at all these Gap hoodies here, right? That starting point doesn't matter. You just need a starting point of a third-party seller-friendly brand like Gap or J. Crew, and we can make those products profitable, right? So in this example, we didn't even have to use any secret profit boosting methods, anything like that. Hopefully we'll find one where it is actually required so we can get into some fun stuff on that as well though. So let's see some more of these like hoodies here. Just for the sake of variety, let's go ahead and check out maybe some of the other sellers on this listing that we started from. Seems like that Gap sale is really, really promising. So we could dig in on that all day just so we can see some different products. Let's take a look at another storefront here and kind of start learning what products they sell, what brands they sell. That's the big thing at the early days of starting your Amazon business, is just kind of get familiar with what people are having success with. See what brands you see a lot of these third-party sellers on, so that when you see sales on those items, or you see a whole big category, there's thousands of, on this Gap website, right? There's thousands of items just in this brand alone that are on sale today. So looking at storefronts first kind of teaches you the types of items, what colors, what sizes, what genders tend to sell better on Amazon, that kind of thing, right? Let's go ahead and dive in here and see what other stuff we can find though, right? So these sell for 35 on Amazon, just like Hanes socks. So we could be making some profit here. Let's check those out though. So I know that's the exact same thing right there. Those are $12.62. I also think that the Hanes website might also sell these directly. Just make sure. Yeah, so X temp right there. So this kind of starts making me interested in checking out that first discount method I was talking about, right? And that's using cash back. You see how Top Cash Back is offering me 12% in cash back when I buy this item. So this is actually something that can make your business a ton of money with work that you're basically already doing. And let's just open up this listing to kind of go a step further with that, right? So today we can get basically over 10% of that $18 per unit that we spend here. Typically, I like to treat cash back as bonus money. I'm not really going to include it in any of my margins, that kind of thing, but it does make me a little bit more interested in seeing if I can make a product work, basically. So this is 18 bucks. Right now we have about $2 in profit. The ROI is way too low for my preferences, but I also want to check another discount method that is using discounted gift cards. And let's just quickly check and see if Hanes sells any. I'm not sure that they do though in this case. So I just searched a website called Card Bear to see what websites might be selling some discounted gift cards on a particular website. Just to show you how it works, I'm going to go to GCX, is a website that I like to buy a lot from. See how like when you're sourcing leads from Sephora, you could go in here and buy $250 gift card for 237 bucks, right? And that immediately gives you a 5% discount on any of those products that you found. I also just want to quickly check and see. Yeah, it doesn't look like Hanes sells any discounted gift cards. I don't think they do. I didn't think they did. I hadn't been able to see any of those in the past. You can also see these are at Walmart for 18 bucks. Let's see if there's a discounted gift card that would get us close enough to profit. Usually the really big retailers like Walmart, that kind of thing, don't have the best discount rates, but it's always worth checking. Let's just do a quick double check. So I can see we can actually buy a $500 gift card for a 8% discount basically. And now these gift cards, they'll just get emailed directly to you. You can just punch in those numbers at checkout and you should be able to immediately use those. In this case, I'm not sure an 8% discount is going to be quite enough. It does make our $3 profit per unit come true, but my ROI is still a little bit lower than I like to look for. And now the other thing that I like to look at on some of these items, I saw when we were looking at this storefront view here, see how that price is kind of hopping all over the place? And it does hop up to 40 bucks pretty often. There's also only a couple sellers at this $35 price point, and there's only one FBA seller at that price point, right? So typically Amazon likes to give sales to FBA sellers. It has that nice, fast prime shipping speed. It's got Amazon's customer service on it. So this makes me interested. It seems like there are some sales happening on this listing at 40 bucks. So you see how that price is hopping up kind of consistently over and over again, up to higher prices basically. It does hang out around 35 bucks pretty often. Here for a little while, it was up at 40 bucks. I bring that up as an example because I love buying products where I can go in and basically sell those items at a much higher price than the average price on a listing. In this example though, I don't see enough history that buy box kind of hops all over the place. It does like to hang out closer to that $35 price point. So that's not quite profitable for my taste, but we can kind of keep chugging along here. So now you kind of know how that works a little bit. That's one of those things that's going to make you a little bit of extra money basically, right? So let's see. We got some more socks here. Everyday zero cushion. These are 22 bucks. Let's see. So Dick's Sporting Goods has them for 11 bucks. See a lot of these for more than that in general though. Let's see. So they got the mediums. So they do have medium gray right here. We're buying them for 11. And something that is interesting here is when it comes to websites like Dick's Sporting Goods and a lot of websites in general, we can basically go in here and create a coupon code on a lot of websites on Dick's Sporting Goods, say 10% off coupon just by going in here and punching in your email address. So let's say my email is warner@gmail.com. I can do that and get that 10% discount. Now I know you don't want to have to go in and make a ton of different email addresses to get the same coupon over and over again, right? So on this, if I wanted to make this happen over and over again without creating a new email address, I can just put a plus sign and then I'll just like spam the keyboard basically. And now what this is going to do is it's going to redirect that coupon code to whatever is before the plus sign. So just do your email address plus whatever you want. And then as long as that is a new email address as far as Dick's Sporting Good is concerned, so this unique email right there, it's going to still email it to warner@gmail.com basically. And so that way I don't have to make a ton of email addresses and I can still get that 10% off basically. And that could make this profitable because if we can do times 0.90 right there, now we're getting that 10% discount baked in. And basically I'm 3 cents short of the ideal profit that I like to look for. And you got to keep in mind, as I'm sourcing here, I'm also including a bunch of the extra fees as well. So you can see I'm including sales tax at about 5%. I'm including miscellaneous fee on boxes, polybag, that kind of thing. I'm including the cost that this would take to ship to Amazon, which is usually about 60 cents a pound. So this would actually be my true profit here. So this one's kind of interesting to me, right? Socks don't really get returned. People tend to know what size they wear, that kind of thing. So this one's kind of interesting. It does sell pretty well as well. So I might go ahead and pick up anywhere from, 10 to up to 50 of these. Pretty basic medium socks here. We can make $3 a unit on these. And I'm also interested if we can buy a discounted gift card here. So we could see Dick's Sporting Goods in store only on their gift cards though. So in this case, we would just have to take advantage of that email. And then we can actually take this a step further. If we want to get that bonus money, since we've already decided we probably want to pick up some of those, we might as well get as much cash back as possible. So I can go to cashbackmonitor.com and then I can basically see all of the different websites that do cash back when I buy this item. And today I can see that price.com has the best offer for me. I can get 5% back versus something like Top Cashback or Rakuten, which are the more popular ones. They're only offering 2%, right? So you might as well check Cardbear and Cashback Monitor to make sure that those two kind of discount methods you're maximizing as much as possible, right? So that's kind of interesting. Those are something we could pick up a few of. Let's see about some Calvin Klein here though. So this seems a little bit overpriced, right? That's the big thing when it comes to sourcing in general is you just kind of want to get a feel for what is overpriced on Amazon and what do you think you can really reasonably buy those items for. So in this example, I can see these are just like 3 kind of simple tank tops and they're going for 44 bucks and 31 cents here. Let's see if I can find anywhere that these are basically 20 bucks is what I'm looking for. So I see there are some at Nordstrom Rack. They're white. So maybe we can find the white ones and those are 20 bucks. The black ones though are like 32. So maybe there's just some really overpriced kind of bougie tank tops here or something like that. Let's see. Yeah, not seeing too much else here. Let's see. I can also just check the website. Okay, interesting. So there is a coupon code at Calvin Klein today too. So sourcing's all about going down that kind of infinite rabbit hole. I hope you can see how it works already, but just kind of like as a tangent here, now that I see that there's a discount on Calvin Klein items today, if I want to source Calvin Klein items, all I have to do is open up one seller on Amazon who sells Calvin Klein, and then there's going to be a bunch of storefronts full of Calvin Klein branded items, right? So that's kind of how this repeats infinitely. You just need one profitable item to source from, which we've already showed you a couple here today, but let's see if these tank tops might be good because these are, so just kind of standard cotton tank tops right there. Let's see if those are the same thing. So cotton classics kind of seems like they're the same thing. Obviously we have the white version and I also want to make sure that we are looking at, let's see. Yeah. So there's actually quite a few versions of these that are just like 3 white tank tops. So what I need to do now is check and see which of these is the variation that actually sells. And I like to do this on Keepa. We've been looking pretty much only at SellerAmp so far today. So make sure you have SellerAmp. You can get a 2-week free trial down below, 20 bucks a month. It will literally source every item with it. And then the other software I personally use is called Keepa. And I like to look at variations using Keepa so I can see all of the different kind of versions of this tank top here. And I can see how expensive they are. I can see how many ratings each version has. So I know that if this particular, so like the white 3-pack of size small right here, it has 135 ratings. So that tells me that at least at some point, these have sold on Amazon pretty well before. So let's see if we have these at the source website. So small, it does look like we do have those. So cotton classics. The only thing I'm slightly worried about is that they might not be the exact same item. Let's see. Sometimes I can see like, so 100% cotton. I like to look at like fabric blends. So 100% organic cotton. Let's see, machine wash. It has all the same stats basically. So I'm not too worried about sourcing this here. And I can actually see if I'm paying 20 bucks for these, this size small right here, these are another $10 profit item. And we already know that these had a bunch of ratings. So probably go ahead and pick up another just 10 of these, test it out, see how it goes. As you sell more and more products on Amazon, you're going to know which items are going to sell really well just based on looking at it. And you can go in and buy 100. Just when you're starting out, just keep it simple, buy 5, 10, see how it goes, make those first sales. And then if it goes well, you can always buy more. You can go back to your source or even go to a different website that might offer that same item, just in case you're worried about buying stuff that might not sell. But this is pretty cool. I can see that these are a $10 profit per item there. Let me also just quickly check. Yeah, so you see how right here it's 44 bucks and then it drops off to like 27 bucks. I'm not going to be making too much money buying for 20 and selling for 27. Good rule of thumb is to buy for about half of what you expect to sell it for on Amazon as well. So that's definitely one thing to keep in mind there. So that's probably going to be all the profit that there is to find on that particular listing. And then from there, it's just a game of continuing to go through all these items in different storefronts. I hope you kind of get the gist by now and you've kind of picked up some gems based on the catch-all, the cashback, all that good stuff. By the way, if you're wondering how to actually get ungated in these products, if gating is still an issue for you, let's say you want to get ungated in Calvin Klein, all you would do is just buy 10 units from the Calvin Klein website. Make sure that the address that you ship it to matches whatever is on your Amazon seller account. And then when you actually go to list those items on Amazon Seller Central or using a software like Boxem, you're going to say, hey, you need to get approval to sell this item. You can take that invoice and then upload that invoice to Amazon. And then within an hour, sometimes it takes a day or two, Amazon's going to look at it. They're going to say, sure, you're approved to sell this brand. Or they're going to say, hey, we don't like something about this invoice. We want to see more information. Sometimes they might want to see like, show us your tracking information so we know that you actually ordered it and it got delivered, that kind of thing. And then if you do get any denials using a Nordstrom Rack invoice, for example, just go ahead and keep submitting that invoice. It's normal to have to apply a couple times to get ungated to sell brands on Amazon. But if you don't already have SellerAmp, make sure you check out a 2-week free trial down below. Starts at 20 bucks a month, and that's how you're going to source all of the profitable items for your business. I've sourced over $5 million worth of products to sell on Amazon using SellerAmp. And so be sure you try it down below for free for 2 weeks to give it a spin, see if you like selling on Amazon. Also, go ahead and let us know if you have any questions, anything like that. We're always happy to help you out down below in the comment section. Hit that subscribe button down below if you want to help us out, add some free value to our business as well. But I really appreciate you watching, and we will see you next time.